So I'm going to be doing a quick overview on the T-Rex Arms Orion made by Coyote Tactical Solutions. Something you may notice about this belt, the way I've got it set up, is it's only set up for rifle usage, and that's because I've only recently become old enough to buy handguns in the US. Thank you, federal government. So I've had this belt for a year now, and most of the videos I've seen on YouTube are, they're just new belts, right? They haven't had really time to use them and get thoughts. So, like I said, having had this for a year, I figured I'd share my thoughts and opinions on the belt. So the way this video is going to go is why you might want a belt like this, things I don't like, and things I do like. So why would you want a belt like this? Well, first and foremost, it's pretty cost effective, especially when you compare this to a plate carrier. Those things get really expensive really fast, especially if you're using like Gucci ceramic plates or polyethylene plates. Something else, it's just convenient, right? Usually I've got ears clipped onto this little HK style hook. That way everything's in one spot. That way when I go to the range, I just grab this belt in my ammo boxes and I go. But once I do get to the range, you can clip other stuff on there. Like on this side, I've got gloves. Guns get hot. It's just nice to have gloves sometimes, or when the weather's cold. But if you have, simply put, if you have a fighting rifle such as this, you should have the gear to supplement it. That's just my philosophy on it. It's the modern day Minuteman's rifle. It's the modern day musket. Muskets need gear, but that's just my view on things. So on to things I don't like. It was a little pricey. $210 is a tough pill to swallow, but with that being said, you do get what you pay for, right? That $210 got me this inner Cobra belt, the outer belt, 2 mag pouches, and it also got me a T-Rex Arms hat and a T-Rex Arms skull patch, because dinosaurs are cool. And now on to things that I do like. It's cool. Ranger green's a cool color. If you look at the sling or my holster, it's all kind of a big fan. And according to Grantham, looking cool is all that matters. Something else I really like is it's pretty modular. It's a bare bones setup. That's just how I'm running it. And it's how I run things in general. But it's modular. You can put anything you want. This just takes like standard molly. You can run a double pistol pouch, rifle, IFAK, dumb pouch. Right now I've got 2 rifle, a knife. I've got a little Gerber fixed blade that I'm a big fan of. That's just been running it. And gloves. You can do whatever you want. You can set it up as Gucci as you want, or as just bare bones as you want. Something else I'm a big fan of is the way this thing is worn over the course of a year. Like there's not much wear on it. You can see a little bit on the anodizing on this belt, or a little bit on the webbing itself. But like I said, this is over the course of a year. There's not much wear, and this knife comes in and off a lot. I take this thing hiking with me as well. You can see where the belt is sliding. That's not anything to write home about. It's 1 year's worth of use. Gear's not supposed to stay pristine. It's supposed to be used. Something else I'm a big fan of about this belt is the inside of it. It's like this is textured rubbery material. It's very grippy. You can actually just throw this over pants or even athletic clothing, and I've done that a lot when I'm running dry fire, and it doesn't really go anywhere. But once you are running pants that do have a belt, what you can do is use these Velcro closures, and you can run your inner belt, on your pants through these, put it in there, and then close these 3 around it. And once you have these 3 attached to your pants, this thing's not going anywhere. Like it is not moving. Something else I really like about this belt, and I mentioned it earlier, is it's low profile, right? It doesn't hinder your movement any, getting in and out of cars. It's not inconvenient in any sort of way. It doesn't interfere with my sling, and I'm just running a 2-point sling, one in the back and QD up at the very front. It doesn't interfere with that at all. And like I said, it's just cost effective. Like it's a good product. It's well built. It's well made. Memory serves correct. Made in the USA, which to me that I'm a big fan of. So if you're thinking about getting a belt like this, honestly, I'd go for it. It's cost effective. I have no complaints. I'd pay for one of these again without thinking twice. With that being said, the way this thing is built, I don't foresee myself having to buy a second one. So yeah, like I said, if you have a rifle like this, you should have a belt like this. Plain and simple.